them honk.
While Lewis Hamilton and Charles Leclerc surprised everyone at the Japanese Grand Prix, but not because of an amazing move or a close race finish, this time it was what they said, not how they drove, that got everyone talking. During the race, things weren't going well for Ferrari. The car wasn't performing like it should, and the race strategy was falling apart. Both drivers got on the team radio and spoke with unusual honesty, showing real frustration, the kind that happens when what you expect just doesn't match what's actually happening. This wasn't just a moment of anger, it showed a bigger problem happening inside Ferrari. There's a growing gap between the drivers and the engineers, between what the team wants to achieve and what's actually happening on track. Only 3 races into the 2025 season, and Ferrari, a team expected to do well, already seems to be falling apart. Now the pressure is getting intense. The leaked team radio messages from the race in Suzuka reveal way more than any official statement ever could. In this video, we're going to look closely at what went wrong for Ferrari in Japan, from Hamilton asking for help during the race to Leclerc snapping back at his engineers. We'll break down everything they said, why the car's performance wasn't good enough, and how these moments are adding to the idea that Ferrari is starting to lose its way again. And before we continue, make sure to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss any updates in this unfolding story. What we're about to talk about could be the start of something really big inside Ferrari.
Entering into this year has been so exciting. There's so much excitement. Coming to the factory for the first time, driving the car for the first time, meeting the whole team. And I think really that first day when I did meet the whole team, knowing that they were working on something, on a project, on this new car, but not knowing what that would look like, it's a really exciting moment because you get to see just how passionate, how committed every single person is, clearly. And that you share the same dream as every single one of those people. And you get to now be a part of each other's dream. Is quite unique. And yeah, just still very surreal. Just never didn't know and didn't honestly think that I would ever get the chance to be here at Ferrari. So it's something I'm really thankful for and proud to be a part of.
Let's talk about what was actually said. During the race in Suzuka, Hamilton was struggling to keep up and didn't know why. He asked his race engineer for help, saying, "I'd really like some info on where I'm slow, mate." The answer he got back was unclear. The engineer replied, "Turns 8, 9, 13 and 14. But that wasn't enough for Hamilton. He pushed for more. "Okay, but how much? Let me know." His voice was calm, but you could tell he was frustrated. He wasn't trying to blame anyone. He just felt like he didn't have what he needed to compete. At the same time, Charles Leclerc was dealing with his own problems, not with another driver, but with his own team in the garage. Leclerc was told to change a setting related to his car's engine braking, but he snapped back, "Yes, you've already told me. I don't do it for a reason." This kind of pushback was rare for Leclerc, who is usually calm and patient. It showed that he didn't agree with the advice from his engineers. He felt it didn't match what he was experiencing on the track. These radio messages weren't just random complaints. They were part of a bigger pattern of problems Ferrari has been facing since the start of the season. The team got disqualified in China because of a technical issue with the car's plank, and things went badly in Australia too. They came to Japan hoping for a fresh start, but instead, the race at Suzuka only made the SF25's weaknesses even clearer. The car still has problems. It only works well under very specific conditions. It's sensitive to how high it sits off the ground, and it doesn't have as much downforce as Red Bull's car. Leclerc, who finished in 4th place, said the race was frustrating. He felt like he was completely alone on the track and had no chance to fight for a top 3 finish. Even though he drove a clean race without any big mistakes, he still finished 16 seconds behind the winner. That's a big gap, especially at a track where Ferrari used to be really strong. Leclerc said the team got the car's balance right, but the performance just wasn't good enough. Hamilton also had a tough time. He couldn't make it into the top 6 and ended up finishing 7th. After the race, he confirmed something that people had been quietly talking about for weeks. One part of Hamilton's SF25 car hasn't been working well since the start of the season. Ferrari just recently figured out what the problem is. "I'm really hoping that once it's fixed, I'll start getting better results," he told reporters. This brings up some big questions. How does a top team like Ferrari let a problem like this go on for 3 races before doing something about it? Ferrari's struggles aren't just about one bad race, they go deeper than that. It's a bigger issue within the whole team, and it's becoming more obvious with every race.
Approach anything with an expectation, but it's definitely, I tried to imagine it, and it's that and so much more. The sheer magnitude and size of the team, the passion when you actually get in to the team and feel it, it's something real and almost quantifiable. And yeah, it's just getting to move around the whole factory. It's a place that you enjoy being at. Like the days that we've been working here, we've been here till 10 p.m. at night, and it was like no one wants to go home. Everyone's just so dedicated, and we have such a steep learning curve to come across together. So I anticipated, honestly, that was going to be tough, and it very much is. But we're working towards something really exciting.
Most of the news might focus on how frustrated Hamilton is or how disappointed Leclerc feels, but the real problem goes deeper. It's a mix of weak parts on the car, bad choices in how the car was designed, and a loss of confidence in how the team is working together. Let's start with the car itself. The SF25 was supposed to mark Ferrari's big comeback. It was a brand new design, meant to have better balance, more downforce, and more reliable aerodynamics. But just 3 races into the season, there are already serious problems. The car is too sensitive to how high it sits. It's wearing out parts underneath too fast, and now we know a key part on Hamilton's car wasn't working right, and no one noticed it during testing or the first few races. That's not just a small setup mistake. That shows problems with how the team checks the car and how they communicate with each other. If a part on the car was performing badly for 3 races in a row, it makes you wonder, how carefully is Ferrari checking their cars? Are they really comparing the data from both drivers closely? But that's not the only problem. There's also an issue with how stable the back of the car is. Both Hamilton and Leclerc have said at different times that the car loses grip when they speed up, which comes from a mismatch between the car's mechanical grip and the aerodynamic force pushing it down. When the back of the car isn't stable, it's not just harder to drive, it also makes the drivers feel unsure. And when they can't trust the car, they can't push hard during qualifying or take care of their tires properly during the race. And then there's the problem with strategy. Ferrari once again seemed unsure and slow to make bold decisions. At the Suzuka race, their tyre choices for Leclerc made sense. He started on medium tyres and then switched to hard ones. But they didn't take any risks. They didn't try an early pit stop to jump ahead of other teams or use different strategies between their drivers to put pressure on McLaren or Red Bull. Instead, they played it safe and ended up finishing in 4th and 7th place. For a team that wants to win or at least get on the podium, just trying to collect points isn't enough. It feels more like they're trying not to lose too badly. And maybe the most worrying thing is the poor communication between the drivers and the team during the race. The leaked radio messages between Hamilton, Leclerc, and their engineers weren't just uncomfortable to hear, they told us a lot. Hamilton asked, "Where am I slow, mate?" but got only vague answers about certain parts of the track. When he asked again, "Okay, but how much?" it showed that he wasn't getting the clear, useful info he needed. Drivers rely on quick and specific feedback during a race. The fact that Hamilton had to keep asking shows there's a problem with how the team is sharing that information. Leclerc's message gave even more insight into what's going wrong. When Leclerc was told to change how the engine slows the car down, he quickly replied, "You've already told me. I don't do it for a reason." That wasn't just him being upset in the moment, it sounded like he felt ignored or like his team didn't understand him. And when both drivers, a 7-time world champion like Hamilton and Leclerc, who's been Ferrari's favourite for years, are having problems talking with their engineers during the same weekend, it makes you wonder, who's really in charge? Former driver Jacques Villeneuve pointed out the heart of the issue. He said Hamilton hasn't just joined Ferrari, he's already taken over the team's energy and focus. That might sound harsh, but it shows how much attention and influence Hamilton now has inside Ferrari. Hamilton brings years of experience, a different working style, and a strong presence that naturally changes how things are run inside the team. And if Leclerc feels that change, like Naomi Schiff suggests, then this isn't just about car problems or race strategy. It could be a sign that Ferrari is having an identity crisis. The team seems unsure of who they are or where they're going. The SF25 isn't fast enough to compete with Red Bull or McLaren. The team still reacts too slowly during races, and their communication falls apart when the pressure is on. And now, their two top-tier drivers are showing visible signs of dissatisfaction, not with each other, but with the tools they're being given. If Ferrari doesn't act fast, with clear upgrades, tighter coordination, and a re-establishment of trust within the garage, this isn't going to be a title campaign. It looks like this will be another season of missed chances for Ferrari. Let us know in the comments, what do you think Ferrari needs to fix first? Is it the car, the strategy team, the way they communicate, or maybe all of it? And if you're enjoying this kind of deep dive, make sure to give the video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss any updates. Because if the tension inside Ferrari keeps growing, the results could be a lot more serious than just a few frustrated radio messages. It could shape Ferrari's entire future.